Twerk your fast ass, girl, you bound back that. I know you back that, you like to get to the bag. Yeah. Twerk your fast ass, girl, you bound back that. I know you back that, you like to get to the bag.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ranting with Ricardo. How are y'all doing? How are y'all living? What's going on? Child, I'm back here because, we're going to rank some, Marvel movies. May ruffle a little feather or two. But I'm here to rank some Marvel movies. I love Marvel. Also like DC. But right now we're focusing on Marvel. And I was like, you know what? I should do a tier list. I should do a tier list and see what it's giving. I should, Miss Girl. I should. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a tier list, see what it's giving, and then I'm probably gonna do a thing where I go back for the movies I don't remember. I'm probably gonna go back and watch them and then give my opinion on them, like top top 3 things I picked out from the movie and different things like that. So, before we get into all of that, hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here and you like the content, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. If you're not new here and you don't like the content, still like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people because you may not like me, but somebody out there does. If you want to follow me on social media, you want to buy merch, you want to buy, you know, anything off the Amazon storefront, which is listed down below. You want to take a look at the Amazon wish list. You want to donate something to the channel, or you just want to do a little bit of business with me. You can find everything in the description box down below, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, and in the in the community tab. You can find it all there. If that is something you want to do. But if that's not something you want to do, that is okay. That is okay. That is okay, yeah. But welcome. So today we did I hosted Francine's quick little birthday live. Okay, Francine, it's her birthday. Don't forget to wish her a happy birthday. The live is still very much up and it's gonna stay that way. Wish Francine a happy birthday. Obviously, this live, I posted what song do you replay often. Between the two is this time around is Trina, and the songs are The Baddest Bitch and Pull Over. Which one do you replay often? I'm be honest, I played The Baddest Bitch all the time. Replay that all the time. And I'm pretty sure I may not end up. I'ma hopefully cap this off at an hour, and then instead of giving y'all a pre-record or pre-recorded y'all do too much, I'll probably do the y'all do too much that I missed out on last week. So with that being said, welcome everyone who's here currently and to those who are lurking. Welcome. How are you doing? How's life? Okay. How's life? What's going on? How y'all living? How is everything currently? And let's get into everything. Anything going? Okay, look at that. Child, this might be a awakening of like I ain't even seen these movies. So trying to see what's on this list. Okay, so first of all, Black Panther masterpiece. Wakanda Forever masterpiece. I don't care. they're going to be masterpieces. First of all, I was able to see the first one in theaters, and it was amazing, from the costumes to the story. First of all, the storyline really flowed to actually talking about our history as African American people, and what that looked like as them people came and got us from our ancestors, from their homeland, and how all that transpired to them getting here to America, and just different things. The visuals were amazing. I love the acting. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan. I love her, Angela Bassett, and all the great, amazing actors that made that movie what it was. And then shout out to the women. Shout out to the women who make up the Dora Milaje. Because first of all, the people didn't want to shave their head. Like, the actresses they wanted to get for that didn't want to shave their head. So I remember in the first movie, most of the, I think if not all the Dora Milaje were made up of models. So shout out to them. And then the second one, we had Namor, the Fishman, very upset, very upset. Okay, but I appreciated the telling of the story of what life, not even just like life, but paying homage to Chadwick without it being something super duper crazy, and just showing us what all of this looks like after he's gone. So that's why they're masterpieces to me, and I'm definitely going to rewatch all of them. Where are we going? That's gonna go down there. Morpheus. I believe that's the name of it. It's gonna be trash slash forgettable, only because I never actually watched it. Never actually watched it for nostalgia reasons. Howard the Duck is gonna be good slash okay, especially because we got to see Howard the Duck make a return to the MCU. Love that. I'm gonna end up rewatching a lot of these, I realize. Now, where is that Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan? Okay. Um, trash. Trash, 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 trash. There was only a beginning, there was only an end. There was no middle. It did not give what it was supposed to give, and it's going to stay where it's going to stay. I may rewatch it. You know what? I am going to rewatch it, but I'm still not going, my opinion may not change on it. There was a beginning, there was an end. No, 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 I take that back. There was a beginning, there was a middle, there was no end. The course of action throughout the entire movie just felt the same, and I was like, this is some Bolshevik. Just bad. Where am I going with this? The Silver Surfer. That's Captain. The first Fantastic Four, I'm going to go with amazing. It also holds a special place in my heart. I actually got to see that movie on opening day as a kid, so it's always going to be special. Silver Surfer was just okay to me. I'll probably go back and rewatch it, but it was okay. It's okay. Where am I going with this? I've seen Ant-Man. I thought it was good. I like the part where they pull up trying to help him, and then they see the police, and y'all know y'all all got a little criminal history, and it's just like, bag it up slow. We was gonna come save you, but bag it up slow. I'm gonna change this. Never seen slash trash. So I'm gonna put, this is gonna be trash And then I'm gonna make another one. Can I make another one? Okay, I'm gonna just have this one is never seen. I never saw Morpheus. I never saw Ant-Man and Wasp. I never saw Quantumanium. Never saw that. And like I said, this might ruffle some feathers. I don't particularly care. I move at my own speed. But I never saw Morpheus and I heard it wasn't good. I'll watch it, but I never saw it. I never watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. I never watched Quantumanium. Where am I going with this whole thing? Titles I know. Black Widow, amazing. I don't care how the people felt about it. I liked the movie. I thought it was amazing. Just getting to see Natasha's background and her story, because you know they you know they off the girl, but it's getting to see her story, and then we get to meet, see what her life was like at a point where you in the widow program, and you think you got rid of them, and you didn't, and now you got to go back and do go you got to go to work. And then we got introduced to, the people who helped raise her, played fake family and everything. Got to meet her sister. Love that. Okay, because I love me some Yelena. Okay, I love me some Flo. I love Flo. So, yeah, there's that. Um, Shang-Chi, never watched it. I'm going to watch it, but I never watched it. All the Deadpools are masterpieces to me. I love them so much. Plus, I love the character of Deadpool. And I remember how upset I was when I saw where's Wolverine? Is that it? That's it. Wolverine automatically you get put at okay. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, the only reason why Wolverine is on the okay tier is because I did not like how they did, Deadpool. I said, now who is this? What is going on? What is happening? I don't like this. It's not right. And then it also upset me that, in one movie, Sabretooth Victor is played by one person. Then when we get to Wolverine, he's played by Liev Schreiber. And then we don't ever see Liev Schreiber again playing Victor Creed. If y'all don't get y'all an actor and get them to stick to the role and get out my face, you better fix it. Um, Electra was good. I had a Daredevil doll. I remember when they met up and everything. And I heard she's supposed to be making a return to some movie, so I won't see it. I won't see it. The first Ghost Rider was good. I like when, they meet up in I believe, the desert when they go and have the final showdown. And you got the Ghost Rider on the motorcycle, you got the Ghost Rider on the horse. They meet up and baby, we about to ride into town, okay? Grab the posse. I like that. I never actually saw that second one. So, never seen. Mm, never saw Eternals. I got a lot of movies I need to watch. I thought Logan was masterpiece, but it also made me sad. I'm not sure which Hulk it was, but trash and more trash. I've seen them, but I feel like they were trash. I feel like the Hulk was not done well until we got to, you know, what is it, phase one? Never seen Big Hero 6. I didn't see Captain Marvel. I've heard less than favorable reviews for Captain Marvel. I'm going to, if I could download this, I will download my chart after it's finished, and I'll start watching the movies that way, and I'll give my opinion. Baby amazing. We had the Green Goblin. Hold on, because I want to have I watched all the Spider Man. Like I went to the movies to see the Spider Man movies as kids. Every time they came on, I saw all of them. I think I own a few of them on DVD. Yes, okay, I was right. Green Goblin in the first one, Baby Doctor Octavius in the second one. But they honestly, Spider Man 1 and 2, amazing villains. Amazing, 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 amazing. Y'all can keep this. Y'all can keep this, yeah. Y'all can keep that third one. Yeah. I I I didn't like that third one, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a fan of, this one. Because first of all, Harry is the new Green Goblin. Y'all can keep that. Then you got the Sandman. First of all, I felt like it was way too many villains in this movie. You got the new Goblin, you got the Sandman, and then you got Topher Grace as Eddie Brock as Venom. No, 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 no. Y'all can keep that. I think the first Iron Man was good for what it was, leading us into the actual movie, like starting, like kicking off the series and giving us, a look into what we're about to see. Where's that second one at? I think the second one was good as well because now we're getting to the thick of it, and now we get introduced to Nick Fury and Natasha, and we are on our way. We are on our way. We are on our way to the Avengers and the MCU and this, this wonderful world of all of these superheroes and mutants and, villains and anti-heroes, and just we're on our way to getting introduced to the universe, outer space, and then, countries that baby you're not allowed in. Hello, shout out to Wakanda. Boom. I thought the third Iron Man was amazing, especially getting it from, like, I'm gonna tell Bruce's story, and hopefully Bruce will, listen to me, and then, like, I like the storyline, I like the action, I like these things, but I think what made it amazing for me is when we get out of the story, find out that the entire time in Iron Man 3, Tony was telling Bruce's story, and Bruce fell asleep on him. And I was like, ooh, realizing how long this movie was, I would have been like, Bruce, like, child, I'm tired. You just talk, 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 talking. Okay? I'm tired. I feel like that story, like in like for us, it was like maybe an hour and something minutes, and for Bruce, it was probably like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hours because it was probably more extensive than we heard it, like how they tried to play it off. So it's just like, ooh, it's giving what a lot of people be complaining about. Um, when people be doing like super duper long videos and it's not like a rain video because the people can't stand a long video and it's just like I like I don't understand. I mean, I guess there is always a cutoff point to a long video. I think me, if I'm just going and everything is flowing, if it's me by myself, I'll probably go an hour or 2 hours. If I bring other people up, we may like hit 3 hours. But if everything's really just going and flowing, we make it like 1 to 2 hours. Um, but if it's like, I would say like, okay, so to hear more of like when he first started zooming with the homies when we originally went into the pandemic, that first episode they did went like almost 5 hours. But I was like, that's because the energy was really flowing and the conversation was great and different things like that. But some people just don't like long videos, and they also don't like long stories. So there's that. I know this movie trash. The only Daredevil I recognize is the new one. Y'all can keep that one. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. So we got the first Guardians of the Galaxy. No matter how I feel about the actor, that is like really prominent in the picture. I love this movie. It was something fresh. It was something new. The visuals were amazing, and like you bring all these people together, and they trying to get something, and then they have to end up saving their world, and they didn't intend to, and now they're about to go around doing different things. Okay, and then Groot made that sacrifice. And first of all, masterpiece. This second one right here, and I know what y'all gonna say. She only said that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch these in order. But I feel like people be like, you only think the second Guardians of Galaxy was a masterpiece because Baby Groot was there. And it's just like, that is not the case. While Baby Groot is a selling point, and shout out to Vin Diesel for being able to do, the I am Groot voice, like a child, like very much baby like. That is not what made this movie for me. What made this movie for me is finding out why Yondu got kicked out of, his folk, why his folk kicked him out, because he was out here, kidnapping kids and, giving them the ego. And he constantly having to do that because Ego was going around and making all these children. And then he eventually just decided to save Peter and keep him. I wouldn't say he was the best father, but he was that boy daddy, okay? And Yondu getting to learn his story, and then Yondu, like after Peter and Ego connected, we realized that, or we find out that Ego was the reason why Peter mama passed away. Like, really, my guy? Trash.com, Trash Central. And then Yondu coming in to save his son, and not only did he save him from Ego, helped him save him from Ego with the help of Groot and Rocket. And Rocket coming to some realizations about himself, and Groot just being baby Groot and everything. But then the dry sense of humor of Drax, and then we have we introducing new people, and we get to see the interactions between the sisters. The thing that made this movie a masterpiece for me was, first of all, dope soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. Y'all know I love music. Is when Yondu saves Peter. Like Yondu, like they only had, a limited amount of whatever it was that, he needed to go into space in order to survive there. And Yondu was like, I'm Mary freaking Poppins, y'all, and saved his son and told him he may have been your father, but I was always your daddy boy, and saved him. And Peter's like, no, no, no. He's sitting up here yelling no, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but your daddy gone, okay? Your pappy gone. But it's just like, that's the ultimate sacrifice as a parent. I'm not a parent, but I feel like that right there is the ultimate sacrifice of a parent. I'm going to make sure you get, like, I've lived my life. You're going to go out there and live your life. And Yondu saved him. And then that song Father and Son is playing, and Groot is being passed around to everyone. And it was like, it made me so sad. And then everybody, like, Rocket put out the word to the folks that, Yondu passed away, and everybody come and meet up and, pat the chest a couple times. And then the crew is back together. We about to go steal some stuff. I said, I love it. That's what made it a masterpiece for me. The song just went off at the end. And I'm also say Baby Groot dancing around at the beginning of the movie when they fighting with them things. And him being upset every time they knocked him over or shut down his music. Don't y'all see me riding around and getting it? I have yet to see this new one. So where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? This was a masterpiece because we finally got to do the meme. Yeah. This was a masterpiece to me. What is this? Was this No Way Home? I believe this was No Way Home. Yeah, this was No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home was a masterpiece to me, in my opinion, based off, how this tier list is working. First and foremost, we got to see a teenager do what a teenager does. Screw up. Gotta appreciate that. But then we got to see the multiverse. And we finally got to see the meme. Okay, we finally got to see the meme. Y'all know the meme I'm talking about, where it's like the three Spider-Mans and they're all pointing to each other. And that actually happened. And then, Andrew Garfield was brought back. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love the fact that we were able to see Andrew Garfield come back as, Spider-Man, and he's finally able to do the one thing he didn't get to do in his movie, and that's save, like, obviously this is MJ, but MJ was about to, pass, like, Gwen, and he finally got to save her, and he, like, in his eyes, he finally redeemed himself, he finally saved somebody, and it's just like, are you okay? No, are you okay? I'm okay. And it's just like, I love it. I love it. Okay, and then I also love that we got to see, Eddie and Venom pop up in there. I love their little relationship. I really do. And then the pop up of all like the different villains. Doc Ock, um, the Green Goblin we know. Okay, baby. Because Willem Dafoe, he was giving. Willem Dafoe serves as the Green Goblin. Um, Not trash. I think this one was good for what it was because on it was the storyline before we got to see No Way Home and what was going to happen in No Way Home. I don't appreciate him being framed for murder. Now that was messed up. Um, Civil War was amazing. We obviously got to see what happens when the government try to come in and pull that Bolshevik. But what made this amazing to me is two things. Tony Stank. Do we have a Tony Stank here? Shout out. Shout out to Stan Lee. Listen, I miss Stan Lee so much. I didn't even know Mr. Lee, but Stan Lee always made a cameo in these movies. Always. And the Civil War, where he is the delivery driver bringing the phone to Tony from Steve, and he was like, Tony stank. I was like, oh, we gotta love Stan, gotta love Stan. And then it's that three-way fight. Well, really, it's Tony's the jumping situation. Um, and everything. I was like, in no way do I agree with whatever Tony is doing. And obviously, Tony is a billionaire who can do whatever he wants with his money, whether it be good or bad. He's just now starting to at least try to do something good, and he's still on the teeter totter edge of it. But yes, we could. You could always look for. That's what I'm a rank. Next time, I do something with Marvel. Talking about Marvel. I think I'll make this like a weekly thing or something, just like ranking Marvel stuff. But the next time I do like a tier list for Marvel, it'll be Stan Lee's cameos, because you can always count on Stan to make a cameo. But the thing that made, on top of Stan's cameo, and obviously getting to see you know, Chadwick as Black Panther, first time seeing him as Black Panther before we got the Black Panther movie, was that three-way fight, because Bucky did not remember unaliving Tony's parents, and I don't think Tony really cared about his father. It was more about his mother. His mama ain't really do nothing to nobody. But when they getting into that three-way fight, and they really, they was really jumping Tony, and Cap almost, knocked his little, thing out of his chest, because that thing was keeping, Tony alive and everything. And Steve looks at Tony and says, "He's my friend," talking about Bucky. And Tony said, "So was I." My heart broke. My heart broke for them. Like, my heart broke for that friendship and that relationship they had, because I was like, honestly, we've seen, I'm gonna be honest, relating this back to like real life scenarios, y'all have been through these situations where somebody will keep something from you, somebody will do something that in the end ends up hurting you to help someone else that is their friend. And sometimes you always get that, well, this person's my friend, and then you got to hit them with the, so am I. I was your friend too. At one point, I was your friend. I don't know when that changed, but I was your friend, and the heart just break. Yes, that's the thing. You jumped him. Jump, 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 jump. I figured capitalism, and the government also had a piece to play in all this, but that man was real upset about finding out what happened to his parents. He didn't really care nothing about Howard, but his mama Maria, oh no, you're not about to hurt my mama. We go to war for our mamas, and he was about to go to war for his mama, and I feel like Tony's heart broke when Steve told him he's my friend. And Tony just looked at him and said, "So was I." Okay, so was I at one point. Like, how you just gonna choose this man over me? Like, I was your friend. I get we had our problems in the beginning. Like, I know we had our problems at the beginning, but baby, they jumped him some awful. They jumped. They whooped that. I felt bad for Tony. I was like, damn, he got that ass beat. They beat him bad. Okay, we don't condone violence, but ooh. The first Avengers, amazing. Also has a special place in my heart. I actually went to see this. Well, no, this is actually how I got into Marvel movies. Like really got into Marvel movies. I've like gone back over the years and rewatched like the ones before the Avengers, but this is actually how I got into like the MCU. My mom, like first time going to the drive-in, my mom took me and my brother. We were going to see Snow White and the Huntsman. Well, we watched Snow White and the Huntsman. My mom and my brother ended up falling asleep, and I stayed up and ended up watching the Avengers, and that's how I got into it. So that is how I got like into the MCU for real. Other than watching, at a time where it's like, okay, I can understand a plot, I can understand the storyline, I can watch this and everything. I've I've seen the X-Men movie and different things like that, but this was like my first introduction of boom, we're here. Um, I haven't seen The Punisher. Not gonna lie to y'all. I believe that might be The Punisher too. Ain't seen that one either. I don't care what y'all say. All the Venoms are masterpieces. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Argue with your mama, not me. I love Venom. I love Venom. I love Venom so much. And I love the relationship between Venom and Eddie. I do. That's what makes it a masterpiece with me. I love the relationships. I love the relationship that they have in both movies, and they are everything. Hmm. I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna say I've never seen that one. This is gonna go for good. First of all, Idris Elba, Tom Hiddleston. Shout out to him, married a black lady. Okay, but he's also an amazing actor, and it's good. I can't stand the dad. He is something awful. Trash.com. But it's our first introduction to Thor. Okay, um, I don't know which. Okay, I didn't actually see that Thor. I just know Mama. The Mama passed away. I saw this one. The constant falling that Stephen Strange had Loki doing. First of all, I love the character of Loki. That's I would going back to Avengers, not only because it holds a special place in my heart, is how I got introduced into the MCU. Really, I also love like when they go up against Loki, and Loki then was able to set the Hulk off and all that stuff. Baby, when the Hulk got up there and Loki was popping his stuff, he just picked him up by the feet and was slamming him into the floor, backwards, forwards, backwards, and forwards. And then at one point just kept slamming him forward, 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 and then walked away talking about puny God. I was like, shout out to you. Because, he really tried you. He really tried you like he wasn't going to put them hands on you. Um, Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Ragnarok, to me, is a I love Ragnarok. If not for wait, is that Love and Thunder or Ragnarok? I believe that's Ragnarok. Yeah, that's Ragnarok. First of all, the visuals in Ragnarok are everything. We get introduced to Hela, um, and when she's going around the room and she's looking at the different things, fake, fake, and just knocking stuff over. She walked in like a bad bitch. Okay, walked bad bit when I'm up in this function. Okay, she walked in. She came in. She was knocking different stuff off. I'm gonna be honest. Never liked the daddy. He can go for all I care. Hella gets released from the prison after he passes away. I was sad to see him and Dell, which Idris Elba played him, go away. But I was glad to, see Odin, bye. See ya. Sayonara. Don't come back. I hated that, Asgard, was taken over. But then it's just like new Asgard. We got the Valkyrie. Um, we got to see the Hulk, really pop his ish with Thor. And really, the thing that made this movie a masterpiece to me was the colors. Like, how, like, whoever was the colorist, not like colorist, pertaining to black community, whoever did the, color scheme, color palette, whatever you want to talk about, I loved it, because at every turning point, the different colors in the movie told and rang true to what exactly was happening in the plot and the different things that was going on. So I appreciated that. I'm still gonna go back and watch all of these. I just want y'all to know this. Still gonna go back and watch all of these. Um I did not watch that one. I thought the little girl throwing stuff at him was hilarious in that one. That was Thor Love and Thunder. Baby, the introduction to Miles Morales, even though I want there to be a live action, I loved it. And then this new one, first of all, amazing story being. Yes, the colors in Thor Ragnarok were amazing, but the new Spider-Man, what was this one? Not Into the Spider-Verse. I think that was it. Into the Spider-Verse, where we get to see the different no, okay, so Into the Spider-Verse was the first time we saw Miles Morales, appear in the MCU. And then we have Across the Spider-Verse. Let me tell you something. They did their damn thing. Because it gives me the feel of a comic book, but it's not flat like comic book. Like, the characters are very dimensional. Not just talking about how they have them interacting with one another on the screen, but and the way they no, not how they interact, how they look on the screen, but the way they interact with each other. And we're getting all these emotions. Like, it gives me, if this was like a real life live action movie, this would have went even harder than it did as a animation. But I loved it. And then when listen, I'm not gonna tell y'all the end. I'm not gonna tell y'all the end of what happened, but I fucks with this movie. I did. And Shamik Moore plays. I don't know if y'all know who Shamik Moore is, but Shamik Moore played Miles Morales. He voiced Miles Morales. Oscar Isaac is like one of the Spider-Man. Issa Rae was in here. Daniel Kaluuya. I don't want to say his name wrong. He was Spider Punk. I was like, oh my god, it was amazing. And then the visuals. The visuals are also amazing. The visuals give, like, I don't know what y'all are missing out on. Like, the visuals are giving. Y'all have to go watch it. And then shout out to this movie. First of all, this movie has been out since June in the United States. It has made their budget back plus some. They spent $100 million to make this movie, and they've made $643 million. Budget, everything's back. Can't say that about one movie that recently came out, but that's on another, that's in another, universe. Um, didn't watch that one. Definitely watch this one. I thought this was amazing. I thought the girl lost her mind, and when she tried to go take them kids, and the other her had to pop up like, "Them ain't your kids, girl. I need you to let that go." I'm glad she finally put Xavier in his place. I'm be honest. Charles Xavier be working my last good nerve. You always think you know better than everybody, and most of the time you don't. Most of the time you don't. What's this? X-Men First Class? I'm gonna say X-Men First Class was okay, but y'all didn't have to kill Darwin off, the black man. Y'all didn't have to kill him off. And then by the time we get to see whatever happened to Angel, at some point she going to in the next few movies. I'm gonna say that one was okay for what it was. Last Stand was okay for what it was. I'm not sure which X-Men this is because they've had so many. Okay for what it was. Child, once again, it's gonna go in the trash tier, X-Men Apocalypse, because it can never, and I mean never. How is it that y'all could never, ever, ever, never, ever, 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 ever? How is it that y'all can never, ever, 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 ever get it right when it comes to what Storm is supposed to look like? That's an automatic hit. No, 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 no. Y'all want me to say yeah, 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 yeah. When it's really no, 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 no. Y'all can keep that bullshit. It's always gonna be a no, 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 no. Till Storm look correct. Because what is this? Get it together. Girl, don't bring up Darwin. I get pushed off each. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry, it was. Hold on. What's this one? Child, they get okays unless you know you're the one I don't like. Where did I? Oh, X-Men. Wait, I gotta figure out which one it is because I remember X-Men Last Stand. Uh, I'm be honest. Never really been a fan of Jean Grey. She always got on my nerves. Be honest. Didn't see what they saw in her either. Just keeping it thou out with y'all. Just keeping it G, keeping a buck. Never saw what they was always fighting over her for. I didn't get it. Maybe it's me. I never understood why we fighting over Jean Grey. I also don't like the fact that they didn't have Remy. Okay. Honestly, Gambit, like, where's Gambit? I'm just gonna say this. All of these, for the simple fact, no, they can stay at okay. I'm gonna just leave all of, like, most of the X-Men at okay, because I got a problem. That's another thing. Girl, Jean can go. I'm be honest. All the X-Men kind of piss me off because it's just like looking back at the cartoon. I was watching the cartoon as a kid and then going back and watching it as an adult, especially during the pandemic. And starting to read like the actual comic books and things like that. First and foremost, why is Rogue given straight out of Mississippi? Where is Gambit? Why is it that she can't? Why is it? Yeah, X-Men Origins. Like, why can't she touch people? Y'all say she can't touch people because she gonna unalive the folk, but really she was able to like take their powers to help her. I'm also never gonna see it for y'all because y'all always did my girl what is it? Juniper? I could be wrong about the name. Um and this is no hate towards Anna Paquin, but that little, the little gray, like the little white streak up in her hair, it never set right with me. Um, who am I looking for? It's a certain character that I'm looking for that y'all never do right about her. Never do right by her. Jubilee. Y'all never, ever do right by Jubilee. Thank you. Somebody gets it. They made Rogue a weakling. My girl was never a weakling. Y'all never do right by Jubilee. Jubilee's powers always like a little sparkly and everything. Nah, Jubilee was really up here giving it to the folks. And y'all just dumped her down for what? Y'all could have gave a little taste of what Jubilee can do. Disrespectful. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Where did I put this? Is that I know that's not First Class. I actually went to see this X-Men in the movies, and it was 3D, so it was very like, oh, I love it so much. So there was X-Men, X2, X-Men Last Stand, X-Men Origins of Wolverine, First Class, The Wolverine, Days of Futures Past. I love Days of Futures Past. I actually went to see Days of Futures Past in the movies. I loved it. I love being able to see everybody in the past. They still didn't do right by Storm, but I'm not about to fight. I love me some Halle Berry, so I'm gonna let y'all pass just for a second, okay? Just for a second. We got to see who did we get to see come back in Days of Futures Past, and I loved it. We got to see like, the people who really kicked off, like the first time we got to see the X-Men in like, live action movies. So we got to see the return of the Wolverine. Um we got to see the return of, you know, James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart playing, you know, because I think like the last time we saw Patrick Stewart was in like a Wolverine movie. So we get Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender, them playing, young Eric and older Eric, Eric and Magneto. Also, one of these, I think it's like X2. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was. It's probably not even up here no more. But whichever one it is, I'm gonna move to automatic trash just for the simple fact that Magneto, you can go straight to HELL and you stay there, because when they shot my girl Rogue, not Rogue, my girl Mystique, aka Raven, aka Rebecca Romaine, with that, anti-mutant drug or whatever, and she lost her powers and she was just laying there as a human, you just threw her away like she was yesterday's garbage. Sir, go bye. Bye. Yeah, no, 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 no. This is why I liked her just a little bit in this is why I liked her a little bit in, you know, Days of Futures Past, because she helped get, Alex and them out of the war. Okay, help get, a few of the men about the war. Okay, got them on a plane. I feel like y'all should have just gotten rid of Stryker. We didn't need him, but I guess he was important to the story. I was like, he right there. Y'all can just take him out real quick. Okay, take him out real quick. Girl, I was so hot about that one. Men, really? For dead. I said, what's wrong with you? Thank you. Duck the shot for him. And he just threw her away. I said, you ain't trash. Garbage. You are trash. Yeah. I don't remember. I've seen the Blade movies. I don't remember them. I was a kid when I saw these. So I'm going to put them at, never seen. Not because I've never seen them. It's just that I don't remember them. which means I now have to go back and rewatch them. Shout out to Wesley Snipes. But I have to go back and rewatch them. I saw them as a kid, but I don't really remember anything about them, so it's just like, what am I gonna do? This Wolverine was, this was a good Wolverine. I liked it. I liked it. He was going through trying to, get the people together. So what's left? What do we have left? We have this would be easier. I'm gonna have to look at the Spider-Man posters. This would be easier if y'all just had these labeled. Okay, so I know what that first one looks like. I have to go look at the movie posters myself to figure it out because there's been so many iterations of Spider-Man. Been so many. I can't tell you which one's which. Be honest with you. I know that these two, and then where is it? This one is from the early 2000s. I can tell you that. Okay, baby, these is an Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man. Okay. Well, the Amazing Spider-Man was good for what it was. It was good for what it was. I'm not gonna say ew, it was the best of the best, but it was good for what it was. And then we got this one was a masterpiece. In my opinion, that second movie, in the Amazing Spider-Man, realm of everything, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I felt like that one was a masterpiece because honestly, it led us to No Way Home. Like he really went through it in this movie. He really went through it in this movie. Like he tried to save Gwen, and like he was trying to save everybody, tried to save Gwen, and even when he did try to save her, she still passed away, and he went through it. But then this opened us up to bring him back into the multiverse, and we were able, not once again, not only were we able to see the Spider-Man meme, he also got to redeem himself. So that's going to go up to masterpiece. And not that he needed to be redeemed in our eyes or anything like that, but not even redeemed. The Peter Parker from the Amazing Spider-Man universe was finally able to come to terms with what happened, and he was finally able to save someone, which I think allowed him to forgive himself for what happened to Gwen. I'm gonna say that. So Age of Ultron, we got. The Age of Ultron was good. It's not gonna be amazing or a masterpiece because I still don't like that y'all had Quicksilver up in there and he couldn't outrun them. Them pew pews, the little, the little round things with a point coming up out of them things. He couldn't outrun that. And then it's just like, Tony, please treat your robot children better. I believe this was the. How many Captain America movies were there? I'm gonna have to look this up because I feel like at some point they all run together in my mind. Okay, so we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and then we have Civil War. there goes Civil War. Oh, okay, so there's Winter Soldier. Okay, you know what? I thought the first Avenger was, an amazing movie. Winter Soldier was good. I'm honestly gonna say it was amazing. It's gonna go up there with um, first, everything. The first one and the second one get amazing. I like the storylines. I like how we are told this. I like at the end of the first one, boom, that's when he wakes up from being off ice. And he's just looking around like, oh my God, the world has changed. It's like, yeah, oh my God, you're old as hell. Welcome to welcome to the 21st century. Welcome. How are you doing? Enjoy. You want some food? You want a little hot dog? You want a little tequila? What? Yeah, baby, we in Times Square. Get used to it. Put some shoes on. Winter Soldier. Finding out his bestie Foresties was alive, I was like, oh my God. Personally, me, I feel like they should have been a couple, but that's in my opinion only. But we get to see all this. Nick fake his death like he always be doing. What am I thinking of? We get led into Civil War, and then we get introduced to, Sam and a few other people. Where is I'm looking for a particular movie on this list. The Avengers. The first Avengers gets moved up to Masterpiece because y'all had us crying and believing that Agent Coulson was dead. And then come to find out, Agent Coulson was alive and y'all saved him and y'all played a game with us. Now Maria up in heaven, or the like above the earthly plane in the spiritual plane. Maria up there, Tony up there, Steve up there, Natasha up there. Um, T'Challa up there. The Queen. Well, no, not T'Challa is not up there with them. He's on the ancestral plane with his family. Okay, he over there on the ancestral plane. But the rest of the people who've passed away from the MCU, they up there in the spiritual plane, looking around like, where is Coulson? Like, we up here, where is Coulson? And Coulson has been alive this entire time. So that for that trickery alone, on top of the fact that this was my first introduction to the MCU, being something I remembered. Not saying the X-Men wasn't it, but they just now starting to add the X-Men to the MCU. Being the fact that this was my first introduction, it was first time, like, holds a special place in my heart, going to see it at the drive-in with my family. And then y'all tricked us with the Coulson thing, baby, you going to a masterpiece. I said, ooh, you got me. You got me, Miss Girl. Um I believe this got to be Spider-Man Away from Home. Yeah, this is Spider-Man Away from Home. This was an amazing movie. I'm still upset that he was framed for Old Boy's death, but then, it brought us to where we are. And then the last two Avenger movies, um, the last two that ended, the first iteration, Endgame, 1 and 2. We got Endgame. Okay. No, Endgame and Infinity War. Endgame and Infinity War. Because I was like, part 1 and part 2, let me stop. Endgame and Infinity War. At the end of Endgame, they got me because I was like, oh, everyone just disappeared. It is so sad, and I cried. But then, oh, no, Infinity War was first. Infinity War was first, and then we got Endgame. So Infinity War, when everyone, because I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Okay, when everybody like started to disappear in Infinity War, and Peter disappeared, and then Groot disappeared, and she's like, all these people are disappearing. Like, how are they gonna do this? And it was just like so sad, specifically for like Groot and Peter to disappear because they were like the babies, they were the children of the group, and it's just like, Tony, where is your child going? Rocket, where is your child going? And then you get to see like the turmoil and like the all the emotions like they have to go through, and then you've seen all the emotions of different people as um family members are disappearing. Like Hawkeye, his wife and his children disappeared. Like, where are my kids? I don't know. So you get to see all this, and then an end game. Everybody come back after they done went on a soul searching mission. Everybody come back after they went on a soul searching mission, got all the stones like they needed, did what needed to be done to make sure everybody got home okay, and then they went into the battle for their lives, and they was whooping ass. And then Tony, I'm be honest, Tony didn't need to make the sacrifice, but he did. Tony saying, I am Iron Man, and making the snap, and everything that was once done before has become everybody got returned. Thanos and his crew disappear. Tony passed away. Everybody's back. Then Steve leaves to go put the Infinity Stones back. First of all, where is that? Where is that? I think that was just stupid. Just so stupid. I'ma still leave it where it is, but I think it was stupid for Steve to go back in time, put the Infinity Stones back, and then to stay with Peggy. Child, to stay with Peggy, Patricia, Petra, whatever her name is. I don't care. Peggy Carter, why are you staying with her? Mind you, you made out with your niece. That is nasty. I'ma throw up. Because Sharon Carter was Peggy's niece, and they kissed and everything. That's disgusting. I don't care if she was Peggy's niece and not biologically related to you. That's disgusting. But I mean, we did get to see Sam get the shield and everything. But I felt the way about Endgame. Endgame made me sad. And then everybody showing up to, Tony Fume. And then Tony is a hologram saying goodbye to everybody. And you get to see his daughter there. And, Pepper is there. It's just like, I know not everybody was going to have a happy ending when it came to these movies. But I feel like you kind of wish some of these characters had a happy ending, and some of them got to last longer than they did. And then you have to think about that this is superhero universe. Not everybody's guaranteed to come back not everybody's guaranteed to come back like that. And it just made me sad. So currently we are in the phase 5 of the multiverse saga. Phase 6 is not going to start until 2025, and it won't end until 2027. So what is all in phase? There was something in the air at night. The stars were bright. Fernando. They were for you and me. For liberty. Fernando. Let me tell y'all what's supposed to be coming up in phase. So we're in phase 5 currently. So we got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. We've already gotten Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We're getting the Marvels in November. And that movie, I'm going to pull it up. We're getting Deadpool 3 in 2024. We're getting Captain America Brave New World in 2024. We're getting Thunderbolts in 2024. And then we're finally getting the new Blade in 2025. And then we are going to see Fantastic Four make a return in 2025. We are getting the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty in 2026. And then we are getting Avengers Secret Wars in 2027. Now, they do have, projects are under development. However, with the, you know, um, with the writer strike going on, a lot of this stuff got pushed back. So the Marvels is coming out in November, and we see Brie Larson's Carol Danvers, um, aka Captain Marvel. Okay, we're going to see Tiana Paris, Monica Rambeau. We're going to see Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. And I believe they're supposed to be coming together. Nick Fury gonna be up in here. So we're gonna see a lot of people, okay? They come in girl power. Girl power. Girl power. Yes, the Marvels. Deadpool 3 is coming. Okay, Deadpool 3 is coming. It's gonna be released in phase, like I said, it's gonna be released in phase 5 of the MCU in 2024. And currently the cast is following Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Hugh Jackman making his return um to the role as Wolverine is James Logan Howlett, Wolverine. Okay. We're gonna see Warhead. Warhead is back. Elektra, Jennifer Garner's Elektra is supposed to be in here. Leslie Uggams, okay, will be playing Blind Owl. Yes, Leslie Uggams will be playing Blind Owl. And y'all know she's been in a lot of stuff. She played Kizzy in Roots. She played also she played Terrence Howard's mother in Empire. Captain America Brave New World, Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, Captain America, Danny Ramirez, Joaquin Torres is going to be taking over as the Falcon. Isaiah Bradley, who was an African American Korean veteran and Super Soldier, first Super Soldier, who was in prison and experimented on for 30 years. Y'all know how this goes. We've all we've heard the stories. We got some, we got some people up in here. Harrison Ford is gonna be up in here. You know, they got some good stuff coming. So this was my ranking list. As y'all could see, not many. Well, there's a lot that I said was amazing. Well, masterpieces. I have a lot that things that were masterpieces. We got to second row. We didn't get to a full second row for the things that were amazing. We didn't get to we got to second row, but it wasn't like a full second row. For things that I thought were good. There was just like one row of okay stuff, one row of things that I thought were trash, and then it was like we really did get to a row of stuff that it's just like I don't. I'm good on this. I've never seen it, so I'm going to remove that. We're just gonna go straight back to me. Yes, I'm here. Hello, and I'm gonna say the next time we do this tier list. Next time I do the tier list, it will be about Stan Lee's cameos that he made. You can always count on Stan Lee to do a cameo, so we don't look at his we're gonna rank his cameos, and then I'm gonna start rewatching the movies and giving my honest opinion on them. So with that being said, I hope y'all liked it. I probably ruffled a few feathers, but I'm gonna continue to do so because that's me. I do what I can. Okay, and if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. And if you didn't, still like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and share me with your people. Because whether you like me or not, somebody out there does. You want to follow me on social media. You want to take a look at the Amazon storefront, the Amazon wish list, you want to, you know, donate something to the channel, or you want to get some merch or anything, or you just want to contact me for business, you can find everything in the description box down below. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen, sometimes it's in the community tab. I'm be honest, I'm tired, so that y'all do too much will probably be given to y'all tomorrow, so just be looking out for that. It'll probably be like super early in the morning, so be looking out for that. And always check out the community tab for every new, which do you replay often, as well as the schedule and other stuff I might put there. So with that being said, that was it. That was all I don't have to give y'all. And with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Bye.